A man had just arrived on a deserted island when a group of girls rushed towards him with great eagerness. Scared out of his wits, the man turned around and ran into the forest. When he saw that there was no way left to run, he directly jumped into the river unexpectedly. The girls also jumped in after him. He then hurriedly ran towards the shore, but was blocked by the girls and their followers. The man had no choice but to jump into the water again. The girls surrounded him tightly. One of them told the man that as long as he stayed on the island, all the girls would marry him. The man had no alternative and could only agree for the time being. From that day on, the man became the king of the small island. He carried out military-style management of the girls every day, however, to his annoyance. The girls were always giggling and joking during training, so the man told them to stand up straight with their chests out, heads up, and look straight ahead, but the women all stepped forward to flatter him instead.
All right, Sailor, wipe that smile off your face. I said wipe it off.
Okay, honey.
You mean sir.
Okay, honey, sir.
Although the man lived like a king, he wasn't happy. For example, a whole room full of women were almost breaking down the house in order to gain his favor. The man was very angry. He felt that he had no privacy at all. Lucy told him that they didn't want to be like that either, but there was a chief in their tribe who was extremely cruel and lustful. As long as a girl reached the age of 18, she would be snatched away to be the chief's concubine. So she hoped that the man could help deal with the chief. The man readily agreed without hesitation. In order to win the battle against the chief, they made full preparations and finally achieved victory. The chief not only promised to leave the women on the island alone, but even regarded the man as a good friend and wanted to marry all these women to him. The man was stunned.
Marriage dance? No, wait a minute. Please.
How could he agree to that? He had originally helped in order to be able to leave, so the man pushed Lucy away and quickly left while they hadn't yet reacted. However, Lucy, who had experienced the taste of love, wouldn't let him go so easily, so Lucy led a group of her sisters to chase after him. At this time, she no longer cared about the man's life or death. She threw a javelin at him, and the man almost died. In a panic and running blindly, the man suddenly saw a helicopter in the sky, so he immediately wrote a distress signal on the beach. Fortunately, the pilot saw his distress signal. At this time, Lucy also saw the plane in the sky and chased after it with the girls. Just as the man was grabbing the rope to get on the plane, Lucy grabbed him. Unfortunately, in the end, she only pulled off his clothes. The girls who followed closely behind quickly threw their javelins, but because the man had risen too high, all of them missed. In the end, the rare man managed to escape. After the man was safely on the plane, the pilot joked that if he had a bunch of women around him, he definitely wouldn't leave.